making the time for the live stream today. So hope to hear from you soon. Looks like you are already planned and set and ready to go, ready to join us. So it's been 2 days. It feels like forever since the last live stream, and I am working on what is really becoming a really fun build. Really. How many times can I use that word? So working on a modular set, the Jazz Club, and haven't built a modular in a long time. In fact, I think this is the only second modular I've built. So this is set 10312, 2,899 pieces, the Lego Icons Jazz Club. I believe also retiring this year. And so this is a set I got a couple Christmases ago and had it in the backlog. Got pleasantly distracted with other cool sets, got on a Star Wars kick, and so now ready to build again on bag 3. So bag 1 and 2, it's kind of a fun start already. You get the pattern of the flooring going on in there, and what will be the jazz band stage. Already built a set of drums. Building the or one minifigure so far, the conductor, I guess. She has a conductor's stick or baton, I'm not sure what it's called. And yeah, and then you get to build a set of drums. You got a saxophone there. So very cool. I wasn't trying to predict anything. So as I built this set of drums, I don't know, the way you put it together, you're like, what's going on there? And then all of a sudden, the stage comes together, and you can tell that this is obviously the starting of the cool part of the Jazz Club. So very cool modular build. Hey, Bee Bandits, one with a stud. So good to have you guys here, and for as long as you like. Thanks for joining the live stream. It's been a couple days. It feels like I've been gone a week, so glad to be back. One with a stud says, I'm taking a long break from YouTube. Very good. One with a stud. Yes, breaks are important. I agree. B Bandits says, hey, Brick Therapy. And yeah, one with a stud says he's taking a break from YouTube. So maybe he'll enlighten us. But, well, at least enjoy the build here. And these modular builds are great. So if you haven't put one of these together, trying to use different descriptions other than build all the time. But looks like I get the what we call the bass violin or the cello player here, and maybe the chef for the pizza parlor. So building up a lot of cool sections of this modular already. In fact, looks like this might be the pizza oven here in the corner, and then you've got like a heating furnace on the outside. And you know, as nature calls, right off the corner of the stage is the bathroom with a fully equipped sink and toilet. So there you go. All right, bag 3, ready to begin. Trying to figure out my space here, where to put the instructions, and then bag 3 is actually 2 bags. Altogether 15 bags for this set, or 15 number bags, but I think about half of these numbers actually have 2 numbered bags. So there's like 2 number 3s, 2 number 4s, and so on. All right, one with a stud. Thank you for saying hello, giving a shout out, leave a like. If you like to build, of course, please stay on the chat for as long as you want and leave a comment about Lego. Leave a like on the live stream. If you see our little Brick Therapy guy logo here, click on him. Join the channel, join our community, like and subscribe, all those usual YouTube things. And I'll be building this modular set behind me, the Jazz Club. So far on to bag 3, but quite a lot of cool features already in bag 1 and 2. And you can't help but enjoy the start of this build. In fact, after starting the live stream with you guys on, when did I open this? Saturday. I actually finished bag 2 offline, or whatever you want to call it, and it was just fun just to build. Just fun to throw the rest of bag 2 together and see kind of what was coming next. B Bandit says, remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Thank you, B Bandits. Let's pin that. Thank you so much. The Lego YouTubers, or Lego Tubers, psh, welcome. Odalay's here. Psh, awesome. Good to see you guys. DNM Bricks is here. Psh, very cool. Welcome, you guys. And Danzo Mando. Psh, all right. Familiar names. Good to see all you guys. How has the start of your week been? Already approaching Wednesday. I didn't live stream Sunday. Had some just family things to do and take care of. And then Monday, I was working on just replacing a headlamp bulb in my car. And I had done that before with another car we used to have, and I thought, oh, this will be easy. And turns out it wasn't. So it took more time than I thought, which was kind of annoying. And then it was at night. And then I was like, now I can't live stream. Priorities. So anyway, now I'm back and it's good to see you guys. Danzo Mando says, just hopping in, I'm watching Book of Boba Fett with my mom. Excellent. Well, then, Danzo Mando, it's worth bringing out the build from a couple days ago, right? The Legend of Boba Fett right here. This was a build that went with that show. So very cool build. One of those sets that came out more recently where you could actually get get some of the old school, the OG Star Wars minifigs, like, of course, Boba Fett, like those guards, like, oh gosh, what were their names? Boba Fett's henchmen, basically. But yeah, very cool. And welcome, Odalay. DNM Brick says, we decided to go to Taco Bell. Hey, you know what? A fun Tuesday night. That makes sense. Taco Tuesday. While I build here, I made some pesto pasta for my family. So nothing as, I guess, as exciting as Taco Bell, but just as good nonetheless. All right. For whatever reason, you get all the pieces for the minifig in one bag, except the hair piece, which kind of, I don't know. You guys could probably tell me, what's the rhyme or reasoning with putting all the little pieces in smaller bags when you have to pretty much open them all at once anyway? I thought it would kind of be more orderly, like you'd build a part of one bag and then open a smaller bag as you progressed along in the instructions, but it seems more like you start building and then you're like, I can't find this small piece. Oh, it's in that small bag, so you got to open up everything basically to actually use or find all the parts you need to use in the set. Okay, so minifigs are set here. We got 3 of them now. I need to put like a display stand for these guys. I'll have to build up something because this set has 3, 6, was it 8 minifigs. So for a modular, that's kind of fun. 8 minifigs for this modular. Whoops, that's not gonna work. But yeah, you get the conductor. Then you get a chef, the pizza chef, I assume. A senior pizza chef. He's got his gray beard going already. And then you get part of the jazz band. Oh, that's cool. I just realized they have the same outfit. So they are legit. They are performing live at the Jazz Club tonight. Well, at some point soon, as I get their whole set put up here together. Never too old for Lego. Awesome. Psh. What is up? Yeah, what's up? Building modular set here. So thanks for joining, you guys. Thanks for leaving a like. And just showing off kind of the beginning parts of this build. And as I was saying, it's like the organization of parts in the bags for the bigger Lego sets. I always think there's some kind of logical, I'm sure there is, like it is to package the smaller parts closer together. I guess you can kind of sort it better that way. But I always thought those would be needed and opened kind of in a certain way, a certain order. But as you build, you find out you need to open all the bags pretty much at once before you can really do anything. So it's not like the small pieces or smaller pieces can wait, and now you kind of end up looking for everything all at once. So I'm sure there's some reasoning behind it. Never Too Old for Lego says, I've been building the 60s Batmobile. Cole Nelson is here with the W stream. Love it, Cole Nelson. Good to see you guys. 60s Batmobile. That is a pretty sweet looking set. That's kind of like on the larger scale side, isn't it? From what I remember. I think I saw someone else mention they had gotten that set. So very cool. And I think that set is also on the Technic side of things. So a little more involved in the build. All right. So into bag 3 of the Jazz Club. I've only built one modular before. Oh gosh, what was it called? It's probably one of the first modulars. I want to say it's like the French cafe or bakery, but I know there's the boutique hotel, but this one's older. This came out right before the 50s diner. So I think this set the French restaurant or French cafe. Anyway, it's a really cool set. It's definitely one of the older modulars. Probably maybe 8 or 9 years old now. Obviously retired, but a very cool set. And that was, now that I think about it, unheard of in terms of buying that. I bought that set from Lego, and knowing how much the prices are for all these large scale sets these days, that set I got for $75. I think it must have been around the Black Friday time. So, Black Friday discount. But I don't think I was even looking for a modular set at the time, because this is when my kids and I were just getting back into Lego and looking on the Lego website, kind of rediscovering how all the Lego sales work, how the website works, learning about VIP points before they were called insider points, and was pretty impressed with that price. And so, of course, no brainer, got that thing. Glad I bought it, because that is a very cool modular. And I can't remember if it's the French bakery or French cafe, but it's like a blue and white structure. It looks really good. And I should put that up here, because that's kind of where I am now with the themes. Definitely past the Lord of the Rings themes, but of course, Bardor's was a great summer live stream set. So, interesting. Okay, so built up the cello or bass violin case, and it looks like this guy wears it. I think, I don't know if I put a backpack on him. Looks like he wears it as a backpack. Here it is. We put, this musician is ready to travel, has instruments, will travel. So, let me put that on here. This is, like I said, so far every aspect of this Jazz Club build has been a lot of fun. Just a lot of key fun parts of the build itself. And, well, maybe it goes up higher. And now I got a minifigure with his backpack for his instrument. That is a substantial instrument. And I don't see the accessory. Oh, there it is. And now he's got his, in the last build I was building weapons and everything for the Star Wars minifigs, and this guy's armed with music. Very cool minifigure. That, I must say, I am liking every aspect of this build. So the Jazz Club is a winner. If it hasn't retired, I think it might have retired last year. Now I can't remember if it was the Boutique Hotel or this one that retired last year, and this one's retiring this year. But if you have a chance to get this set, just into bag 3, and it's already super cool. Very cool. Little Lego. Psh, hello. Haven't seen you in a while. Very cool. D&M Brick says, I would love to build every day, but not enough time to make it work. D&M Bricks, isn't that the case? Isn't that the case? Never too old for Lego. Sorry, I'm catching up here. So far, so good. Feel like I've been building every day this month. Ran out for Halloween builds. Did Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors and the Haunted House and Chucky. Nice. Never too old for Lego. Putting 3 sets together. Very cool. Little Lego says the Jazz Club isn't retired yet. Okay, so this one I'm pretty sure is in that list of retiring soon. Then it like this year, like December or whenever it sells out. But if you're looking for a modular, actually probably, I don't know if anyone's had any modular bad experience with any modular, but they're all pretty cool. I am liking this. And whoops, looks like, oh, wrong accessory. Okay, and then you make these cool cocktail tables. The Jazz Club's looking very spiffy here. And these go in front of the stage. Or maybe they're lamps. Yeah, maybe those are lamps. So this is the cool part about modulars. You get into all the little accessories, the inside of the build, all the characteristics that kind of make it a real life Lego looking scene. No kind of fantasy involved. Although, of course, Lord of the Rings and Star Wars are great themes, but it's fun to see like just real life scenes come together like this and put these builds together. Now, the challenge is finding the clear plastic pieces, like we've got a few of these like clear bottle pieces like I just showed you that, or maybe they're lamps, but I can't find them. So I'll just build the table and keep going, and as I diminish all the pieces I'm looking for and need, then hopefully I'll find it. Although I could sort it. I don't know if you guys have like a technique when you build larger sets. Do you kind of sort out, after you dump out all the pieces, do you sort out all the pieces by color or size or type before you start building? I knew I was going to drop something. Thankfully it didn't land on the floor. So I don't know if you guys do that. I sort of do that, but other times I just like to build. The Jazz Club is not retired yet, says Little Lego. I have this and thought I wouldn't like it, but it was actually more interesting than I thought it would be. The hardest part was the stage lights. Oh, okay, there's something to look forward to. Yeah, Little Lego, I had this in the backlog for a while, and I knew I wanted to build it, but again, the fun part, getting to that point where you want to build a totally different theme. Had been building all these small, mid-sized Star Wars sets, but now getting back into a modular build is just a ton of fun. I love all the detail. The stage was really fun to put together, and the way the instructions are set up, you get into a lot of creative stuff pretty quickly after bag 1. Bag 1 is like all the flooring patterns, which actually was, this is brick therapy, which is fun to throw all together. Alexander, psh, welcome. No, those are tables. Yeah, I just realized that, Little Lego. I was thinking that was like a table, but I was thinking the clear bottle part on top was more of a, oh, they're glasses. They were lamps, but I think they're, I guess you can decide what they are. So I was looking for 3 of these bottle type pieces, but there's actually the other 2 are cups. So, all right, always something when you follow instructions, you're like, how can I miss things? It's just these small details. Doesn't matter how many times you build and how specific the instructions are. You still have to pay close attention, which is good. And now, oh, these lounge chairs. I think you should put stools instead. These lounge chairs in front of the stage here. Kind of cool. I was thinking these tables are more, or these tables are more for, higher seating, but they're like more of these chairs you'd put in a car build or something. But again, all the creativity that go in these modulars, it's so much fun. Little Lego says, is this the only modular you have so far? Because once it's done, you'll be hooked. Lots of laughs. I'm finding that out, Little Lego. That is a good point. I was mentioning at the beginning of the live stream, I built one modular before. I can't remember the name other than I think it's like the French Cafe. And it's an older modular. I think it's probably, maybe it's a 10-year-old set or maybe 8-year-old set. And it was a lot of fun, but then set it aside and then got into just other themes. That was a while ago. And let me look that up because now I need to know what that set is called. But like you said, I can see this becoming the thing that you want to do all the time. The Parisian restaurant. Okay, so that's what I built first. The Parisian restaurant was the first modular I built. Lego set number 10243, the Lego Creator Expert Parisian Restaurant. And then I guess at some point the theme changed from Creator Expert to Icons. Is that right? You guys probably know better than I do. But yeah, so now it's the Icon series. Oh, let's see here. John Bricks is here. Hey, John Bricks. I got minifig Star Wars. Very cool. John Powell says, there it is. John Powell, I should have just read your comment. The Parisian restaurant is a greenish color with blue roof. I think that is the one we're talking about. Yes, that is the one. And I remember putting that together and noticing as I got to like the window framing, like the top floor, I think there's like croissants used, like white colored brick croissants to help with all the decorative aspects. So I need to get that set. It's built up on our shelf. I should just put it over here on and have that as the modular theme going on here. But yes, Little Lego, I can see this becoming the thing. This is why people end up with Lego cities. You get one of these modular builds and you're gonna be like, it's so cool, but I can't leave it by itself. It has to have another companion building. And then the A-full life begins, right? Because you know you're gonna want to collect more. At least anyone who's ever built Lego, especially as a kid, and then come back to it, you're gonna want to build these larger sets. The detail involved and just kind of the complexity and just the fun of how much you can throw together with a Lego set is super fun. Compared to like the smaller, maybe simpler sets you built as a kid, these modulars are pretty darn cool. All right, adding the top roof to the pizza oven. So, bag 1 and 2 coming together nicely. I love that jazz stage right there. You can hear the big band music coming out now. John Powell says, I sort my pieces individual piles unless it's a small amount. Then I just spread them out. Yeah, I was thinking there's a technique to doing this. I guess since I'm limited on space on this table and just kind of talking through the live stream. I'm not trying to take time to sort and just build, but that can actually maybe too time consuming, because then I don't build anything because I'm just looking for a set here or there. Let's see. Brick Therapy, type more or less. Little Lego says, is this the only modular? Oh, sorry. Is this the only modular? No, it's not, Little Lego, by the way. It's not the only modular. I have the French boutique waiting, or the boutique hotel, and the one we got last year, the newest one, the Tudor Corner. So 4, because of the Parisian restaurant. Matt is alive, has arrived, digging the dive, striving to survive, feeling the vibe, drive to thrive, high five, subscribed and liked the live. Matt is back and is in the chat. How about that? Psh! Matt is alive. Awesome. Bringing in the 14 likes. Very cool. John Brick says, I got Anakin in AliExpress with a Lego 2 droid, or was that I2 droid? Is that what you said, John Bricks? Little Lego says, one of my AI Lego music videos feature the interior of the jazz club. Very cool. John's a school night, so he's just chilling, probably doing homework right now. Little Lego says, I have every modular now, by the way. I got the Tudor Corner last week, and it's now in my city as well. Also, you got to start somewhere. Yes, I think, again, like I said, not necessarily intending to get a modular set, because when we got back into Lego as a family, it was obviously kid-friendly sets. So small Star Wars battle packs, Nexo Knight sets, and then I really like the Marvel sets that were, coming out in like the 2017, 2018 time period, right before the last MCU movie, or the last really good MCU movie, the Endgame movie, and just loving all the sets and minifigures. Just building those up with the kids was so fun. My son was really into building up Iron Man, or any set that came with Iron Man. So that's what we looked for. And then eventually Star Wars. But then, was it 2018? I looked on the Lego website, and it was probably like Black Friday, which I was saying a few minutes ago. And then they had the Parisian restaurant on sale for $75. I don't know if Lego has done a sale like that since then. So $75 for a modular on the Lego website. Just so I couldn't pass it up. I knew that much, not to let that deal go by. So got that and loved building that setup. Actually, my wife built it first because it was fun to just get a set that she would probably be interested in the most. And then my daughter helped her finish it. And then when we moved, had to take things apart, and then I got to rebuild it when we moved. And man, that set was cool. Actually, I was kind of rebuilding. When we finally moved back from overseas, I was rebuilding a lot of sets. So I don't know. It didn't kick in, or it must have kicked in somewhat, because like you said, Little Lego, you build one modular, you're going to want to build more and buy more. So obviously I did. I think I got the boutique hotel next, and then this, and then the Tudor house. I think once I get all these built together, it just might become a modular collecting journey. Not just any old Lego set, but a new modular. And I would assume that Lego's gonna announce another one, or have they already? Or maybe I missed it. Are they gonna release another modular set for January 2026? Or maybe you guys know, you've heard what it'll be. Little Lego says, my very first modular was the Palace Cinema. Oh, that one's a good size one, I think. I liked it so much that I got 2 of them and ended up buying an extra floor for cheap on eBay. So I have 2.5 sets of it. Oh, that's sweet. I had a friend who did, not with a modular, I had a friend who did that with old Hobbit set of the Shire before the Shire set got re-released. So I think it was more of the Bilbo's house or whatever. But yeah, bought the original, or no, bought 2 half complete sets on eBay and then made a combo of his own. But yeah, doing that with a modular, that would be, oh, that's gotta look cool. Ivan Arroyo's here. Hello, Brick Therapy. How are you doing? Good to see you, Ivan. Doing well, building and talking with you guys. Little Lego says you have to start a Lego city then. Yes, I was I was kind of laughing about it a couple weeks ago on the live stream, saying you have a Lego city, how do you incorporate everything? And I think the best way was to turn it into like a New Year's Day parade, so it would look normal for stormtroopers to be marching through your Lego city, and Marvel characters to be there. Because actually, I got the other Doctor Strange Bleecker Street house, the bigger one, which I think is pretty much like a modular. So that I could throw into the city as well. The Daily Bugle, you know, right next door to Bar-A-Door. But I don't know, it'd be fun to, it's your Lego world, Lego city, so you could do all kinds of things. So yeah, little Lego. I have to put all these builds together on kind of a big table and make it look somewhat organized. And I'm assuming, little Lego, you might have all the road system then to make it look even better than just the builds on like the table surface itself, but actually have the road part. Ivan Arroyo says, I still, ooh, let me drink some water. I still have the green light to buy the Lego UCS Death Star for my birthday, December 11th. Ivan Arroyo, he's got it on his list. Awesome. John Powell says, my prediction is that it'll be smaller and cost more than ever before. $1,000 modular set, right, John Powell? $1,000 apartment building or something. I wonder what they're gonna do. They'll see what happens. Little Lego says, problem is I have some multiples of modulars, but I can't expand the city since my city isn't that large, so I have to go upward and use more floors. Oh, that'd be kind of interesting. I don't know. I would assume, oh, probably someone shared it on YouTube, how exotic these cities can get. Like, the, you know, people who have a Lego city, how exotic these cities can look and how much space it takes up. Those people that have like the full basement like length of their house, just a giant Lego room or something like that. But yeah, these collections can become quite extensive, as the Lego Movie 1 showed, when the dad at the end of the movie, he's like, he doesn't want anyone to bother his Lego city because all the builds and the whole setup looks immaculate, but then there's no fun because it's not enjoyed with his kids. So not going to do that with Brick Therapy, but have to get my son involved as much as possible. So now I'm throwing together the pizza part of the restaurant of the build, and very cool detail. You got maybe a pepperoni, it looks like a hot dog, of course, and some condiments there. You got a full pizza oven. And you know, if you get hungry, you can take your time from the jazz club and walk over right through that hallway passageway right into the pizza shop. So very cool. Again, these modulars, there's so many fun details per level that, yeah, like you said, little Lego, you wanna do more of these. And I'm only into bag 3. There's 15 bags to this set, as some of you know, and some of the numbered bags are double, so there's like a couple, like for this one, there's a couple number 3 bags, I think a couple of number 4 bags, and then a few other numbers that are doubled up. So we'll see. This one I want to take my time on and enjoy. So I'll probably build this partially on the live stream and then partially just build sections offline, because I also like to, like you guys probably like to build. I'll probably build while you guys are live stream one time. Just build and listen to like a podcast or something, or one of your guys' live streams, because this is great. Jake Stop Motion. Psh, hello, hello. Very cool to see all you guys. John Powell says the museum is one of the best newer modulars. Yes, that is on my Christmas list, John Powell. I forgot. That was one I forgot to mention. I would love to get that also. Little Lego says roads. Who needs roads? I only have partial roads. I featured it on a live and I have a short of it too. Okay, I got to check that out for your Lego City. Little Lego says my favorite is the National History Museum. Very cool. I'm kind of reading backwards. John Powell says the city is my, the cinema is my favorite modular. Okay, I think that would be the next, if there's no new modular, which I'm sure there will be, but if there's no new modular, got to get that Natural History Museum one, especially knowing that you guys endorse it well. And thankfully, I don't think it's on the list to be retired just yet. I was sort of tempted, although I'm not going to spend the money right now. I was sort of tempted to consider buying it during the double insider points that just came and went, but I don't know. I'll see. I'll hold out till when we get closer to Black Friday and all that, and see what sales are there. Although I haven't seen really those type of sets go on sale anymore. I think I lucked out that one time when I found the Parisian restaurant go on sale for like, I must have been like almost 50% off, $75 for that set. My Lego City is in my apartment living room. So you can have a living room or you can have a whole city. I love it. Very cool, says Little Lego. Jake Stop Motion is here. Gamlet Lego. Is it original Lego? This set, yes, I am building the Jazz Club. This is definitely not a knockoff. Here's the instructions. You got the logo right there. So yeah, this is set 10312, the Jazz Club with the pizza corner attached to it. 2,899 sets. Someone had mentioned they couldn't give you one more piece and make it an even 2,900 pieces. Go figure. GRC Rabbits, psh, welcome, awesome. Should I get the set you are building? GRC Rabbits, I'm only into bag 3, and I wholeheartedly say yes, especially because I think it's retiring this year. So GRC Rabbits, yes, do it. John Powell says, check out Alex Nunes City. It's got everything. Very cool. Yeah, what was the first modular? The one that stood out to me, but then seeing it in the line of builds, it also stood out for like doesn't belong or just looked so different, was the 50s Diner. But that set also looked really cool. And that might have been one of those sets where you're like, oh, I should have gotten that one when it was out, but I didn't. I wasn't sure kind of where our Lego collecting journey would go at that point, with my kids being small and just doing all the other themes I was talking about. So Alex Nunez, check out what he's got on his channel with everything. Little Lego says, I have a raised train in my Lego City and a subway too. Oh, that's sweet. Jake Stop Motion says, how was the end of the stream? I missed it. Jake Stop Motion, the last stream, I think you didn't miss too much because I had just gotten to bag 1 and 2. So now this is just bag 3. So you're good. You're good, man. Thank you for being here today. B Bandits was here. Not sure if he's here now. Good question. D&M Brick says, I binge the streams on Sunday usually. Awesome, D&M Bricks. Psh, love it. Very cool. Little Lego says, okay, if you watch the short, make sure you comment so I know you saw it. Yes, I will, Little Lego. I'll try to remember that. Today. I would love to see what your city looks like. Brick Therapy, did you see the endgame battle video? I did, Jake Stop Motion. I put a comment or emoji or both. I did. So fun. Yes, I love gosh, man, the work that you guys put into those stop motions. It's so cool. Lots of time involved in that. Seriously though, I know my son was doing a couple of those over the summer, and he finished one and then kind of let another one just take a break, basically. He was doing another Star Wars themed one, but he was having the stormtroopers kick soccer goals, and he showed me one clip which looked really cool, but a whole lot of time to get those poses going, and then take a photo and then add on to it. So yeah, I've seen what you guys are working on. It's so cool. John Powell says, I've got this set built and at least 2 more stored away. Got about 10 modulars. Very cool. So let's see. I got to catch up to you, John Powell. I got the Parisian restaurant, the boutique hotel, the jazz club here, and what was the one I was saying earlier? That's quite a sign when you can't even remember what large sets you have. Oh, the Tudor Corner. The Tudor Corner. So, and then I know it's not in the modular collection, but we do have the Doctor Strange, the bigger house, the Bleecker Street house, which was a fun build. I must say though, or maybe I don't remember it as well, this is a lot more fun of a build than that one was. In fact, I think these modulars are just meant to be a ton of fun, because you know this is their theme. They got to be the best, and it's amazing how far you can go with your Lego collection. So you got to be careful. So don't fall into the death slice trap. But Ivan, you do what you do, man. That's super cool. But I got to budget wisely. I was talking a lot about a UCS set, but now with these modulars, I want to see what comes out in January. I definitely want to try and get that Natural History Museum. I love that set, just for the look of the front with the pillars in the front. The front facade looks amazing. And I don't think, yeah, I've seen that one built up at the Lego store. Probably when the Tudor Corner was released, they had like the last 3 sets all built up and on display. So we'll see what theme they come out with next. For whatever reason, I was thinking the Italian Riviera set was part of that whole series of modulars, but I don't think so. And I've seen that one build up. It looks pretty nice, but I don't think it's part of this set. Then there was also the garden one. Now I can't remember what that one was called. It was like the boutique garden or something like that. And I thought that one was part of the modular collection also. But I think those are maybe just on their own creator type sets. I'll have to look. So maybe those are part of all this. But again, there's so many of these builds, like these modular builds, that now it's like, oh yeah, I got to add more to the collection here. These are too good. All right, now the instructions get a little bit not confusing, but hard to tell. Oh, okay. I was looking at these lamps that you're putting on here, just like this one here. I couldn't tell that the other one goes here. On instruction, it looks like it goes on the stage. But this is the key. These are the builds too, I think, that are probably fun to work on solo. And I think what I'll do is half and half. Build this on the live stream, and then also build listening to one of your guys' live streams instead, or a podcast, or both, because just fun to like slow down and appreciate this build. A lot of good stuff here. All right, let's see what's going on here. Brick Together is here. Brick Together, what bag are you on, Brick Therapy? Bag 3. But man, you get a lot going on for this modular. Bag 3, and it always looking awesome here. Jake Stop Motion says, Brick Therapy, I think you would enjoy some of my other videos as well. For sure, Jake Stop Motion. Keep sharing them. Keep sharing them. Little Lego says, presently I'm sorting for my other my older modulars that are not yet in my Lego City. The older ones, like there are base plate, there are base plates for them in my city. But once I have them built one by one, I'll be doing lives of each step. Awesome. Brick Together, how is the build going with the Captain Jack Sparrow pirate ship, i.e. the Black Pearl? That one's looking good. I saw the guys kind of get up to the main base or build of the body of this ship. B Bandits is here. He's here. He's here. Just confirmed it. DNM Brick says crazy B. Very cool to see all you guys here. Ivan says for 2026 they should release a Lego shopping mall modular building. That would be pretty cool. Oh, Ivan, that's a fun idea. That would be, they could make that big enough to achieve the $1,000 level as the Death Star. That would be kind of fun. I'm staying up all night, Brick Together, or at least trying. B Bandits, going for it. Let's see. Little Lego says, my prediction is a post office for 2026 modular, though a few already have a post office area in them. Comic Bricks, very cool to see you here. Thanks for leaving the likes as well, guys. If you haven't, make sure you do. Are you subscribed to Brick Therapy? Have you liked the live? Exactly. Jake Stop Motion. Thank you. John Powell says, I've got 18 modulars built, then the sets like Hocus Pocus, Home Alone, Avengers Tower, and the Daily Bugle. How fun is that? The Avengers Tower. Oh, man, that would be another one. There's so many that you can put on your wish list. Oh, Liam Brick, the bed is here. Yes, we're building modulars. It's true. Man, the Avengers Tower, another one. Keep bringing up sets that are just so cool to have. I hope they don't retire these anytime soon. Would love to add to the collection. And then, of course, some other cool things going to get released. And then you have to, like, make some tough decisions. Of course, you can't own it all, but I'm glad I didn't buy the, or not that I was going to, but glad I didn't buy a UCS Death Star. When you think about all these sets you could get for that same price, or at least 2.5 of them, because Lego's expensive. But, oh man, so fun. So fun to build. And looks like I forgot. Let me go back a page. Aha. These wall builds, got to pay attention to some of the, oh gosh, the wall builds. Lots of cool brick color here, but the wall builds. Talking about modulars. Did you guys notice on the Lego website, I think they have another contest going. Not that, I would win it, but I think it was basically win your wish list. So I don't know how big a wish list you can make or what. I assume it's only current sets. That would be crazy if it was any set. But it looked like Lego had I wonder if it's still alive. I should look. But it was basically make a wish list and, enter your wish list into a drawing and you could win that entire list. Now that we're talking about all these sets, I think I know what I would put on that list, like the Avengers Tower, the Natural History Museum, and any other modular type build I can think of. So, gosh, so cool. Little Lego says, gotta make dinner and gonna watch a movie. Little Lego, awesome. Thanks for being here with us. Brick Together, you've built 18 modulars. John Powell says, I think they said the new modular will be a music shop. Okay, that doesn't sound as exciting, but we'll see what the structure looks like. That will be interesting. Brick Together says, I still can't believe this marketplace score. Oh, what did you get? What did you get, Brick Together? Is that the Razor Crest you were talking about a while back, or is it something else? All right, Ivan's out. Ivan, good to see you, man. Thanks for joining. And Ivan says, now that I have the Lego Creator 3-in-1, I build a music store modular building. Mock, we'll see. Okay, very cool. Good night, little Lego. Brick Together says, the fantasy ones link up with the Lego ones. So modulars are, I think we can all agree, pretty darn cool builds. And check out the Lego website. If you see that Win Your Wish List set, that's a pretty cool door piece. If you see the Win Your Wish List set, let me know, because I just saw that. I think I saw it over the weekend. But that would be pretty fun to win a wish list. It's kind of like that other one that was out, I think, at least a couple years in a row, where it was like enter to win 1 million insider points. So again, probably not going to win, but it doesn't cost anything. Just be a Lego insider and, you know, join in the fun. So that's kind of cool. But gosh, I wonder how, you know, I think any Lego collector, if they're given the chance to make a wish list, it's gonna be pretty extensive. So I wonder how much they limit your wish list, or maybe it has a dollar amount. Maybe it's up to a certain amount, because, you know, anyone that has a wish list is gonna have all the giant sets, all these modulars, or, you know, Star Wars ships, or whatever else you can think of. But I know on my personal wish list that now that I'm building these modulars, man, I need better lighting in here. Now that I'm building these modulars, I would love to get that Natural History Museum. And now that some of you guys have said how good a set it is, I'm gonna try. I can't wait on that set anymore. It's a must-have, I guess. All right, so now we got some doors put in. Got a good base section. This is only bag 1 to 3 so far, and this is looking pretty sweet. 15 bags total in this set, and a lot of kind of small little accessories thing to go with the pizza shop. But I like the setup they have there. You got like the pizza stone, full pizza, and of course the spatula. Just a lot of cool added details here. A lot of small, a lot of small clear pieces also to throw in here. So trying not to lose anything and enjoy. I guess kind of the bummer of these modulars is the outsides, of course, they have to make look cool. I think that's a cool design, but then you see all these accessories inside. You want to display the inside as well, because there's so much fun detail put into the build here. So I don't know how you guys display your Lego city, but of course you can't show off all the interior part. I guess maybe that's the one thing I could try, which I haven't, is the lighting systems that you can put in your Lego builds. Maybe give it some character that way. I don't know how well it would show the inside of a build, but maybe it would. I saw at a Bricks and Minifig store, they had the Avengers Tower built up, and they put lights all throughout the interior. Although that one has, the Avengers Tower, I think, has like a lot of clear dark, or not clear dark, large clear glass clear plastic panels, like for glass, and it looked pretty decent. Okay, the bathroom is being hidden away under the stairwell here. Oh well, I had to go away at some point. But again, whoops, am I doing this right? I feel like I gotta go right above the toilet, doesn't it? Okay, there we go. I guess I need to put up another layer. So, oh, yep, forgot another layer of wall. How can I do that? So again, these lots of details to pay attention to here. John Powell says, or Jake Stop Motion says, I need to enter that giveaway. Yeah, check it out. I know I saw it over the weekend. John Powell says 12 are official Lego modulars, and the Fantasy connect directly. You can't tell a difference. So is that another Lego off-brand? I have to look that up. Fantasy is like Fantasy Bricks. B Bandit says, I would have on my wish list the UCS Death Star on that list, the Avengers Tower, Rivendell, the Shire, Barad-dûr, and the Eiffel Tower. Nice, B Bandits. I would add to that the Titanic, right? I mean, just go for it all. Brick Together says, I got 3 Star Wars helmets, TIE Fighter, TIE Bomber, Older Slave 1, the Inquisitor Scythe, the big GT40, the big Technic Batmobile, Optimus Prime, the big DeLorean, the big Ghostbusters Ecto 1. Brick Together, and all the figs for $200. Oh my goodness, is this what you're talking about, Brick Together? This was the marketplace score that you made? Man, you guys with finding these, what would you call that? A haul of hauls. Like, hello. That's pretty sweet. I don't think I've ever, well, I've never looked for like, that's like a haul. Like, I've never seen anyone sell an entire amount of Lego like that. When we're living overseas, I got a couple cool, good size sets individually, which I thought were super fun, especially the Ninjago Destiny's Bounty ship. That was fun to get. Like, the person had only built it once and they were done. They didn't need it anymore. Like, just wanted to experience the build and sell it. So that was an awesome set to get for like, gosh, maybe a little over half the price. That was such a great buy. So, man, when you can find these discounted sets, kudos. And then like a whole section of sets like you got, that's awesome. Building up the stairwell here. It's weird when you think it should all go in together though, easily. And they don't, did I miss a section to throw in there? I'm not sure, unless I put the stairs in. Oh, I put the stair part in too close. There we go. All right, that's better. Man, if this was a Technic build, I'd be in trouble. I'd be taking apart stuff all over the place. Building this, Jake Stop Motion says, I can't get logged in. Oh, what happened? Break Together says, and all the figs for $200. John Powell says, yeah, you wind up spending more on lighting kits than the modulars. Ooh, didn't know that. That is good to know. Brick Together says, yeah, the haul, I could not believe it. Definitely a score. Very cool. That is amazing. All those sets. That was like 5 sets, or actually more than that. B Bandit says, I would also add the Razor Crest, UCS Razor Crest, and Millennium Falcon. Go for all, B Bandits. I love it. DNM Brick says, B, I think we will get the Baxter building as a modular. Not sure what else they will make for Marvel. John Powell says, yeah, Fantasy makes modulars and other sets. They're the ones I tell everyone that is actually better than Lego. Has anyone done a review of those sets, John Powell? That sounds really interesting. I want to say probably Jane Bricks has reviewed something like that. I don't know if it was that brand. I know he did recently a review of like basically the Black Pearl, an unlicensed set, but it was 4,000 pieces, I think, for the ship, but it wasn't Lego, but it looked, and the quality looked just as good, according to him. No minifigures, just the ship build, but the bricks obviously were compatible with Lego, and it looked decent, and it was only like 100, I don't know, it was less than $200. It was like 140 or 150, and it was an alternative build that you could buy on Amazon. I can't remember the brand name though. Jake Stop Motion says, I've got the Avengers Tower, Daily Bugle, UCS Death Star, Millennium Falcon, all the sets in the new Harry Potter Hogwarts Castle, and the in-game battle set. Nice. In this list. So you guys know what I'm talking about. There's this list too. You can make, it is, so it sounds like it's still going. Jake Stop Motion says, I will if I win the giveaway, which I won't. I know. But you know why? They want you to go and look on Lego Shop and get you to think about buying something. It all works out in the end for them, but it'd be great to be that person that wins. B Bandit says it's locking in time. Let's go. So let's see. Did I add everything correctly? I think so. Just kind of keep track of what's going on here. Another layer of wall. I like how they have you kind of go back and forth as well. So you're building up kind of or doing the less interesting stuff, but in between you're also adding accessories to different parts of the build, like to the kitchen or to the decorations, or like lamps or outdoor decorations. So pretty sweet. And then I do like this part because now you get all these big pieces thrown in here, so you feel like you're making some quick progress on the build. Just making sure I'm using the right types of pieces, whether it's 1x4 or 1x3, because it's all kind of mixed in here together. And some more cool brick building, or these these contoured brick, or I guess it is a Lego brick, but a decorative Lego brick looking like bricks. It's kind of redundant sounding, but yeah, these modulars, man, I cannot complain. I'm glad I got back into this. I was thinking, after doing all those Star Wars builds on the live streams and just kind of picking out small pieces, like, it's time to go back to a large scale set. I was thinking I might build this up with my son over the weekend and share the build on a live stream, but I think, other than Rivendell and Bar-Ador, those are larger scale sets. I think this is pretty much a good size one-person build, because this is looking pretty sweet, and you can't split up. I don't think there's, like, those builds had separate instruction books that you could like divide up the bags. Like, instruction book 1 was like bags 1 through 10 or something like that, and then you could go from there. So this one's just all one sequence, and it's so cool. So again, put on your wish list if you can't get it, or if you can get it before it retires, the Jazz Club, or heck, any modular. That Natural History Museum, man, that's another good one. It's hard though, of course, because now the pricing, keeps increasing. So it's like, pricing keeps on going up. That's the only thing though. So it's like, oh man, what do I do? All right, so I feel like I skipped something again. Did that. Where did I miss did I do the bricks too early? Maybe that's what I did. I think I did. I'll have to double check that. I feel like, yeah. I think I put one section up too early. So this goes next. Man, I feel like I'm losing my... Look at that. All right, I think I'm gonna stop there because I think I need to reorganize this. It's like 4 Lego pieces left, but here we go. Love that. Love that. Look at the floor pattern. The Jazz Club stage. Got the stairwell. And, the bathroom. Whoops, you can't even show it. The bathroom door. Or the stairwell door is the purple one. And then the bathroom door here. And then, in there you got a bathroom. So, you can't see it behind the wall. Love this modular. So thanks for joining me, guys, and talking modular, wish lists, and all kinds of good stuff. Mediocre Games made it to the chat. Very cool. GRC Rabbits is heading out. That's okay. Shadow Milk Fan just finished building Legos. Very cool. And Jake Stop Motion says, cool. Aiden, thanks for joining in real quick to say hello. I'm going to sign off, guys. Time to call it a night, but thanks for joining this later live stream. Really appreciate it. I will plan to stream tomorrow. Yes, Jake Stop Motion. I will plan to stream tomorrow. Hopefully this is a good time for everyone. And just fun to go into this new theme of modulars. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for joining me and leaving the likes. Break therapy.